Good evening, everybody. So let us start our class tonight. And I sent you an announcement. I sent you a link of a video. Please watch it. It has some instruction from from a senior professor from here, retired professor, and this video is good. So please follow this instruction. Okay. And so before I join, you may have seen that I have uploaded the last lecture video here on this channel. That was the last lecture video, welcome and introduction. Okay, and today I will go to lecture number 02, L02. Okay, and let us go to our schedule page. So this week we will be reviewing. Okay, so we discussed syllabus and we reviewed something, and then we have to do string operation, array, classes, method. Wow, 3 things tonight we have to cover. Okay, 30 minutes each. Okay, so let us go to our resources. Let us see what do we have here. Here are our slides. You see the books are here, right? Books are here, you can download. Is there anyone new here tonight that was not present in last or okay? So if in case if you miss any lecture, okay, so please visit previous lecture before you come to lecture, okay? It is your responsibility, please. Okay, so let us go to the review. So everybody online, so please mute yourself. Please keep yourself mute. Okay, in our last lecture we discussed this. We discussed a review of introduction review of 1321. These are very simple thing. Everybody should know this. How to use scanner, how to write pseudocode data, and what is that I went through. So conditional operator, methods, return type. Okay, I told you a quiz interview question that even a method's return type is void. It can have a return statement, but it cannot return array. Okay, so maybe when I see demo program, I will show you. The for loop, do while, and while loop. I discussed the difference between do while, right, and while loop. The do while loop executes its body at least one time. Okay, but while does not do that. Okay, and while and for loop can be exchanged. Anything is doable by using while, can be done using for loop. Okay, so we discussed this. Okay. So this slide I have gone through. Let me see the review slide 2, what it has. Okay, so it has class, array. Let me go through quickly what I understand what it has. Array processing. Okay. So our schedule said we need to go to string. We need to discuss string array classes. Okay, but string is not here. Okay, I can go to the letter. Okay, let me go our Replit account. So everybody is familiar with Replit, repl.it. Anyone does not have an account in Replit? Okay, tonight is the time. So when you go home, the first thing you will do, you will create your account on Replit, repl.it. Okay, so creating an account on Replit is free, and you can save your files. So if you go to my Replit account, so replit.it @ my username of that. So you can create your account by your personal email address, even if you leave KSU, so that you can have access to your program. So if you see click on REPLs, then you will see that the programs I have here, maybe more than hundreds programs over here I discussed during the last few semesters, and all of the programs I will be almost using from here. Okay, and once you open a program, my program, so you can fork or copy it to your account and you can play with that. Okay, so some of programs, C++, C#, Java, F#, I have Scala. So I think you are not familiar, you may not be familiar with other languages, but you should be familiar with the programs C# and Java. So in this course we will use C# and Java. Even if you go my account and if you search for instance, do while. Okay, so do while example, for instance, if I say do while reverse a number, let me go that one, and do while this one, and reverse a number example 1. You see that Java, C#, I have both languages. Okay, so this one is Java program, right? So since time is short, I'm not going to type in again, so I have to discuss. So this program, what you will do, when you run this program, it will ask you to enter a positive integer number. Whenever you enter that positive integer number, it will give you the number in reverse order, sum of the word digit or even digit, what you want, and multiplication of the word digit. So all of my logics are here. So it is using a do while loop. Okay, so let me run this program over here and then I will explain what is happening here. So for the first time it takes some time to run it. Okay, enter a positive number. Let me enter 235. Okay, so the sum of the word digit is 8, that means 5 plus 3 is 8, and multiplication of the word digit is 15. 5 times 3 equal to 15. Whatever I can do. So this program, it has the logic, it has, so for instance, the number, integer variable, and last digit and reverse, initially 0. So it is taking the number from scanner. Okay, this is the 3 lines I like everybody to memorize, or anyhow, either you understand or memorize. If you do not understand, for now memorize it and keep practicing it. Ultimately you will understand it. Okay, so number, so what is doing, so it is finding the last digit. So how can I find the last digit? Last digit, that means here is 2 is last digit, but this is 523. So if I divide a number, if I take the modulo with 10, the remainder is that will be remainder, that will be my last digit, right? So last digit equal to number modulo 2. And then we can do the reverse equal to reverse times 10. Initially reverse equal to 0. Then 0 times 10 equal to 0 plus last digit. What is my last digit? 2. Then initially here reverse equal to 2. The number equal to number by 10. So if it is integer division. Yeah, please make yourself mute. Okay, thank you. So here we are doing integer division. So if I divide 235, oh I'm sorry, the only initial number is 235, right? The last digit of 5. So if we divide 235 by 10, then I will get the result 23, not 23.5, because I'm doing integer division. If I do float division or double division, then decimal division, then I will get 23.5. So here the trick logic. Okay, so then next time I will get 23. That means I get rid of the last digit. I'm saving last digit over here, and then I'm getting rid of the last digit. I'm syncing the number. My next number will be 23 for the next iteration. So I'm checking if my last digit is modulo 2 equal to 1, then I'm checking my last digit is even or what. So if modulo 2 equal to 1, that is the number is what, right? So then I'm adding sum of digit equal to sum of digit. Initially that was 0, and then it will be 0 plus last digit. Initially last digit was 5, so then 5 last digit will be. And even if I understand, actually this is the thing. These two lines, these 3 lines is the main logic. The algorithm here is here. These 3 lines. So if we understand these 3 lines, how to get the last digit, right? Last digit is modulo by 10, with modulo 10, right? Then we need to sync or get rid of the last digit, right? How can I get rid of the last digit? If I divide it by 10 with integer division. Okay? So then I will get, even if I do not do reverse, for instance, I am not doing reverse. So there are 3 algorithms implemented in this. 3 problems are solved in this course. So you can try with one by one. For instance, if I do not need to reverse, then I don't need this reverse. Okay, main thing is that this line number 18 and line number 20, these 2 lines. Okay, it is getting the last digit and it is removing the last digit. Okay, deleting the last digit. And how long I will go? Until my number greater or equal to 0. My number is greater than 0. I will keep continuing. Okay. This is an example with do while. You can practice it. Sorry, why my screen? My computer is frozen. Okay, maybe it will take some time. My computer is frozen. Last night it was updated. I'm not sure why it is taking time. Oh, okay. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, so it is just sum of the even digit. Okay, almost same thing. In order to make it even, so I need to modulo 2 equal to 0, right? So for instance, in this program, if I want to get the sum of the even digits, then I just need to change one single change here from 1 to 0. That's it. You can try this, okay? Please try this at home. Okay, almost same program. Let me see, I was looking for another program. Incremental. Okay. The good thing that maybe I can review. Okay, let us go this one first and then the next. Okay, so initially my x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. Okay, everybody please give attention. Okay, x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. I am giving 5 loops, right? X I equal to 0 to I less than 5. That means how many times the loop will go? 5 times, right? If I go greater or equal, then how many times it will go? 6 times. Okay, and then if I keep greater or equal to, and then if I start from 1, how many times? 5. So you understand this, right? That's good. Thank you. Okay, so I'm looping through 5 times. So here I'm printing x equal to, it will be printing x, and then I'm making x plus plus. What is meant by x plus plus? This is the plus plus is the incremental operator. It increments its operand by 1. There are two versions of incremental operator. This is called postfix operation, and this is called postfix notation, that one, and this is called prefix notation. There is a minor difference, but tricky, but there is severe effect between this notation and this notation. Okay, so I'm explaining with x and y both, although x and y has same value, initial value. So if I run this program, will it give me same output? This program for x and y value? First of all, you see, let us understand. For the first of under this first statement, under printing this, I am giving a new tab. Okay, not new line. And after printing this, that means I am giving a new line. So that means x and y value will be printed together in one line, right? After iteration, making one iteration, it will go into the next line. So 5 output, okay, 10 output actually is x equal to y equal to, will be printed in 5 lines, right? So first one you see x equal to 1, y equal to 2, x equal to 2, y equal to 3. Okay? Do you understand it? Do you understand this? Okay, here we see the different, although I started with same initial value for x and y, but I got different value for x and y. Okay, the reason is that the effect of prefix, this is postfix and prefix. Okay, in prefix notation it will use the old value, okay, and it will use the old value, and then after that it will increment, in this postfix notation, in the postfix notation it will use the old value, and after displaying this one it will increment 1. The increment will be affected from next iteration. So here x is printing old value 1, initial value, okay, and then 2, next time it is 2, in the second iteration it is printing 2, and third iteration it is printing 3, and like 5. But here for plus plus y, what it does, it will increment y by 1 first, then it will work on that. Okay, so then here it will be printing y equal to 1, so it will increment y by 1, so I got 2, y got 2, then it will be printing 2. Okay, and the next iteration it will be printing 2 plus 1, 3, and so on. So now if we make it a little bit tricky, so this is the last test question in the previous semester. So if I increment x over here plus plus. Then will we get the same result? No. So this plus plus x has effect, right? So initially x will be 1 printing 1 over here, right? So then 1 will be incremented by another 1. Then well, in next time 1 will be 2, right? And then 2 will be printing 2, and then say here initially it was 1 and 1 printed, and 1 became here 2 and 2 became here 3. So next iteration it will be printing 3, not 2, okay? So I like everybody to do practice this program. Okay? Practice this until it becomes clear. For any sort of like x plus 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 x, okay? Or then for instance, like do practice like this way. For instance, if I make y plus plus over here, what will happen? Okay. Make some changes and try yourself. Take a piece of paper and try yourself and see the defect is very huge. Anyone has any question so far? Okay, so this program, the next one is a little bit even trickier. So it says I equal to 0 to 4, that means 5 iteration, that's good. So we are incrementing x not by 1, by I plus plus I. This one is a little bit tricky also, okay? So if we test you like this kind of questions, so be prepared to understand even plus plus, minus minus. Okay, this is the minus minus, it decreases the number by 1. But you need to understand all concepts. Anyone has any question? Okay. So if you go to my Replit account, like search here, you will see that I have hundreds of programs. You can search manually one by one. There I have many programs, or you can. So what else I wanted to discuss? Okay. Next, I want to discuss method, right? Some sample methods. Okay, that's good. Example 1, C# I got on. This is a tricky program. Okay, but I can discuss. So this program, it will help us to this code sum of a series. Okay, it can be done multiple ways. So this algorithm, it says my number, the first number must be the smaller and this will be larger number. So if you are given this program, it will take 2 arguments, first one and second one, both are integer type. So then whatever argument you will be passed, maybe 5 and 7. So it will do 5 plus 6 plus 7. If you give 1 over here and if you give 5 over here, so then it will give you 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So no matter how it works, so let me see the program is working. So it has sum of 1 to 10 equal to 55. So here in this method, this is a return type void, right? So I discussed that if his return type is void, even then I can have the return statement. So it is not complaining. If a method has return type void, then I can still have a return statement, and in a method the return statement must be the last statement. But with some condition, you may have some statement above. Okay, but for instance, this one is permissible, but the above one is not permissible. It will not work. What is the reason? Can anyone please tell? Yes. Yeah, it cannot return a file. It cannot return a value, right? So it will complaining, right? Okay, so even you see that these error will not come up until you run the program. So it is runtime error. Okay, there is another kind of error, this is called compile time error. For instance, if I do a typo, if I type in R is in, let me refresh this program. Why is it not showing? Other compilers show this error. So it is, I was expecting to show. Okay. So okay, so a method with return type void cannot return a value, but may contain a return statement. So understand everybody? Okay, what else? Let me start with the hello world program that I discussed this morning with another section 1321. Okay, so hello world program, in this program, okay, so hello world here, this HW is a string is declared as string, right? So in C++, in C sharp, we use S is in lowercase. Okay, also we can use S is in uppercase, so it will work. So hello HW is a string and it is initialized by this value, and then if I print hello world like this, okay, then in the first line it will print hello world, and in the second line it will print Bob was here. You see that plus, use a plus operator is called operator overloading. So in some languages, modern languages, plus operator can be used as operator overloading. So usually we know the plus operator is used with numeric numbers, right? To add two numeric numbers, right? But in modern languages, plus operator is developed with this way. So actually it is bind with its string type variable also. So it add to multiple strings. Okay, so here I have a question to you. So what will be my output over here if I say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, give attention to this line. How do we output? Huh? 4 okay, so I want to make it so this one, right? So our attention is I'm sorry, why it is not? Okay, so this one, my attention is this statement. So what will be output? Someone help me. 4 2. Let us go one by one. I can write 4 2 2, and another group said 4 2 1. Okay, this is a tricky question. Okay, so in string, the plus operator is concatenated, and then even it is designed into a, as soon as it gets a string, everything becomes string. Okay, so here at this point it is fine, it will make 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, okay, and then it will join 4, then 2, then it will be 42, not 42. Okay, and then it will not add, it will concatenate. Okay, so let me run it, then you will believe me. So you see 4211. Okay, so the answer was that one, 4211. That is the correct. Okay, that is incorrect. So it's tricky. Okay, now I will make a little bit sense. So for instance, if I make this, what will happen? Now it is easier than previous. So it will be string, everything will be string, 2 2 2 1 1. Okay, so string is used a lot in our programs, right? Starting from hello world. So this menu, a program application is designed with menu bar, right? So everything in menu bar, everything, whatever you see that any text is a combination of string. Yes. Okay, there is a method. It's called, there is a method. You can use string to convert string to, just do Google search, convert string to number in Java or in C#. Okay, there is a method, it's called string to int. String to int. Okay. Or you can write your own program, or you can convert it. Okay, there are built-in methods. Maybe wrapper class, that is called wrapper class. We will know that use a wrapper class later. Okay, for instance, here my hello world. So there are some built-in method for string operation. Okay, so here if we say, so this one, hello world dot length, length. So in C# it has length L. This is a property. Okay, so this is a property. Hello world dot length is 12. Okay, it is printing 12. Okay, and if we say another method, said hello world hw dot to maybe uppercase, to upper, maybe to upper. So then it will convert everything to uppercase. And if you say to lower, what will happen? So it will print everything in lowercase, right? So now I have another question. So now what will happen if I print hello world again? What will be my output? I'm talking about case sensitive output. Okay, so what will be the exact output for this one? Same as? Same as these or these or these or this? This one? Yeah, goodbye. So string is immutable. In C# and Java, string is immutable. Immutable means once you get it, okay, it cannot be changed. Those changes are temporary. Okay, those changes to upper to lower, those changes are temporary. It will not affect in the original string 4. For object-oriented programming, C++, Java, and most other languages, there is a string 4 repository enabled. Whenever a string is created, say binary. If there is any changes over here, so here we are using toString method, two upper, two lower. These changes will be on the fly. It will not affect the original string. Okay. Okay, so there are some other methods for string operation. Okay, by the way, Java people we need to length in Java. I'm going to Java soon. Okay, so here substring, there is a substring method. Okay, we say substring 0, then 2, 5. What is the complaining? Substring and extension method. Substring type of string could not be found. What is the substring? Okay, I want to actually let me go the substring method later. Okay, and so if I convert this program in Java, what changes we need to do? Can anyone please help me? So Java does not have write line, console.writeLine, right? I need to convert it to system.out.println. Okay, should it work? Still it has error. Java does not have length properties. So this one will be length method. L is in lowercase, and then this one. Maybe it has also properties. Let me check. And then 2 in Java, almost all methods start with lowercase. First one is lowercase. Okay, and then this one is lowercase. Let me see if it runs. And in Java, S is in uppercase. String for string. Okay, it says too lower is not. Okay. Let me say it works with length. Okay, length L is in lowercase. Not L in. This one? Oh, 2 uppercase. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase, right? Okay, next. So in previous semesters we discussed string operation here in 1322, but from this semester we are not going to discuss string operation here. What is then again error? Okay, length is a method over here. So length will work like this way. Okay, so now it works. So here in Java, length is a method, and in C Sharp, length is a property in uppercase. Okay, and C Sharp 2 upper, this method is the here, and then in Java it is 2 uppercase. You see that in Java all of the methods start with lowercase, even the main. And C Sharp main is in uppercase, and almost all of the methods start with an uppercase. This is programming convention. We need to follow this. Okay, let me see in our okay, substring method. Should I watch substring? What is the call? To symbol substring int variable substring. Okay, so it is starting from 0 index, that is the 0th index is h. Okay, then it is going up to fifth index. So 0, okay, yeah, next 1 0 1 2 3 4. So 5 is not included over here. So like this range method in Python, this is a tricky, and in C and why the C Sharp does not work. In C Sharp, what is wrong over here? Substring lowercase. Which one? Hello, right? Okay, it is that. Okay, I'm now discussing this one. I want to move it all the way end. This one I want to see the I want to see the output of this one, this statement in Java and in C Sharp. So let me convert it. Okay, so the last one. Okay, sorry, and this one. So I want to see the output of this statement and compare the output of this statement and this statement. Okay, with this is Java and this is C Sharp. Okay, the output will not be same for this one, for the last statement. Okay, so let us run this program again. So the output here is giving me ELLO, right? That means it is starting from index 1. What is the index 1? This is index 0 and 1. Okay, and it is going to not 5 is not included, so it is going to 0 1. It is giving me 1, it is giving me ELLO. Okay, this is in C Sharp. Okay, let us run this program in Java. So if I run this program in Java, so here true ELLO. I'm getting same thing, same output. Okay, it always does not give same output. Okay, there is a tricky thing here if the starting point is not 1. Is it changed over here? Okay, do some practice. Okay, so here so if its starting point is not 1, let me see. 10. ELLOWORL. I got the difference. To see ELLOWORL, because that time we were not able to see the difference because there was a blank space. Okay, it was showing the blank space, so we did not see the blank space. Now let us see. Okay, if the starting point is 0, then there is no difference in the substring method in C# and Java. But if the starting point is not 0, there is a substantial difference. Okay, so if you go to my Replit account, and search for string operations, so string operation, the string operation questions, maybe this one, this 1322 summer 20 test, the last summer we did have these questions. Just search for string operation, and you see that there are some method. For instance, this was a test question in previous semester. So practice this kind of string operation methods. Okay, this kind of string operation method, and I like you to run this program, and not only in Java, convert it in C# also, and try to understand clearly. Okay? If you compare both languages, then you will understand clearly. Okay, how do you search it? So you search it, go to my account Replit, and then search over here, for instance, string operation. String, you see that string operations like this one, this one. There are some examples. Okay, this one is Java, this one is C#. Okay, so let me see, in our slide we should have a slide, because this semester we are moving string operation from 1322 to 1321. Okay, so we will not discuss string operation a lot in future. So but I will share the video with you, slide with you. Okay, I will send it on how is that called, D2L. Okay, okay, like people who are new in either in C# or Java, so I like you to go to this sample, this slide, the last one, the resource page, others, key difference between C#, C++, and Java. Okay, I developed this slide, so almost 80% coding syntax are same or identical. There are some differences. Okay, so the differences in the main method, so in we are focusing on Java and C#, not C++ also. So in main, M is in uppercase, in Java M is in lowercase, and C# M is in uppercase. That is the first difference. And the second difference is output statement, right? In Java we write system.out.println, and C# we write console.writeline. Okay, And the input statement, for input statement there is a major difference. So in Java we write this. So please memorize these 3 lines. Okay, please memorize this code. We need to import this in order to use this scanner method, and we are creating a scanner object, and then we are binding a string variable to that scanner object using next int number. For instance, in order to take an input of integer number, we are taking next int. If we want to next string, then we will put next string. If you want to enter a string, then we will put next string. Okay, this is the format you need to, for now you need to memorize, and ultimately you will be familiar with. And in C# we have 2 int 32, and it's a little bit different language to language. Okay, and some keywords, like for instance in Java, boolean is spelled out full, and then in C# and C++ it is spelled out bool. Okay, and then constant is declared in C# using const keyword, and in Java using static final. Okay, so and this is the for break statement. C# does not allow to have any missing break statement, but Java allows. There are some other key differences in array declaration and class object declaration. We will discuss this. Anyone has any questions so far? I'm going to quickly review in 3021. Okay, these are the content for 3021. You should know. Okay, don't worry. Even if you struggle with this, you can watch my other videos. Even this semester videos, I will discuss something in 2021 course. Okay, so now I discuss string, and then array, and then class and methods. How many minutes I do have? 20 minutes maybe? Okay, maybe I will not be able to discuss class and methods today. Okay. 20 minutes, right? So maybe I opened the slide 2. There was lecture 2. Okay, so this is classes and arrays. Okay, so anyone can give me an example. What is a class? So that's definition, not an example. What is a class? Michael, you should know it. You are in my class now. You know Michael, right? Huh? Sorry, I forgot. What is the name? Who can give me a definition of class? What is a class? No. If you do not understand the basic thing, then you should not start the beginning. Start in depth. Okay. So if you ask a question to anything, you see, if you ask a question, what is it? You see it? What is it? Okay, for the one-line paper. Okay, so what is it? What is it? Everybody understand it? What is it? No, I'm asking, what is this item? Don't make it complex. What is it? It is a pen. Right? So if you ask what is it, this question, then what is the answer? The answer will be a general term, right? It is a pen, right? Okay. And although if you see that, if we do Google it, there are 100 types of different types of pen, right? This is also pen, this is also pen, this is also pen, this is also pen, okay? But they are not same, exactly same, but maybe they are similar, right? So this is why all of these things we will say pen, right? So this is a class, pen is a class. Okay, the item, the class, every item in this world is under a class. We say what we see outside, tree, right? It's a tree, right? Or a plant, or some grass, or a building. If I ask you, what is it? Like myself, I'm a human being, right? You're a human being. So this is a table and this is chair. These are furniture class. Or you can more segregate into a table class, into a chair class, or in general you can say furniture class, right? So a class in general is a term. A class cannot be visible. You cannot see a class. Okay, but you can see an instance of a class. Okay, all of these are instances of pen. Right? All of these are instances of pen. In general, the general name, common noun, we say, right? That is class. So why we do need to understand class and the concept of class? So in our program, we have seen that we use variable. We use variable, integer type variable, the float type variable, and other type of variable, right? So integer type, that type is a built-in type. Okay, and through class we will declare or design our own type. Integer is a type, right? Whenever say we integer, what do you understand? The whole number. It has a programming. Yeah, not very number. Okay, so there are 8 built-in data types: character, integer, who can tell me? Boolean, short, long, double, float. Which are these? There are 8 types. Okay, there are 8 primitive data types. The limitation of primitive, the advantage of primitive types is that this is built-in. We just saying, and then we use that variable, right? Okay, but sometime maybe using this integer type or built-in type variables are not sufficient for us to solve our problem. Okay, for instance, in an integer type variable we can hold only integer data, right? Only integer data. In a float type variable we can put a decimal type variable, but for a string type variable we can put a string like name or address. Okay, now for instance, if I want to keep or record just one person, a single person's biography, what description, how many feet how many inches that person is tall, okay, how many pounds weight, or the skin color, the hair color, eye color, or something, name and age, something. Okay, so we need to, for instance, for every instances property we need to use a single variable, right? Right? For name we need a string variable, for age we need an integer variable, right? For height we need an integer or float variable. For every item, is a male or female, we need a gender variable. Okay, for one human being maybe we need 40 or 30 or even 20, at least 20 variables, right? And then whenever what happens, we need to declare a variable. That variable resides in computer memory randomly here and there, wherever it fits. The position and in the position it takes place. Now think about situation. Now census is going on, right? This is census. Okay. In census they are keeping track of a person, maybe 8 or maybe 20 information, right? 80 people. So there are maybe more than 300 million people in USA. So if one person has 20 properties, then how many variables, individual variables we need? 300 million times 20, right? Okay, and these variables will be residing here and there, here and there. It will be difficult for maintain. But if we declare a variable as person, declare type as person, and declare type of person, that will be our class. So a class is a user-defined data type. So a class contains some variables and some methods to access those variables. Okay, so the class is the main concept of object-oriented programming. Okay, the main build-up of object-oriented programming. So here, in C# and Java, we use class keyword to declare a class. This class name is toffee, and here these are the class variables or field. Okay, and this is called a constructor. When a class contains a method, okay, a class contains two kinds of things. One, first kind of some variables and some methods to access those variables. How many methods we do have here in this screen? How many methods we do have here? Yes. Both is correct. So actually it has one method but in different format, overloaded method. Okay, trophy is my main method. How do I know if this is a method? What is the trick? What is the technique to know that it is a method? Yeah. After a name, it is a set of characteristics, right? Here trophy has a set of characteristics, right? So here you may have something within this parenthesis. Here it has something. These are called argument, or you may not have this in parentheses. So this is called constructor. Okay, a constructor is used to construct an instance of an object. A constructor has same name exactly is class name. Exactly same name is class name. So a class contains two kinds of things, some variables and some methods to access those variables. So for a person, we can have 20 variables over here, and we can have some methods to access those variables. And then what will happen whenever we create an instance of a person? What will happen? All of the values of a person will stay together in one place. So the system will run faster. It will be easy to program and manage. Okay. So this is a constructor. It is default constructor, and this is an overloaded constructor. Okay. So if our properties are private, then we use getter and setter method to assign values or access those methods. So this is a getter method, and this is the setter method, getter method, this one, and this is the setter method. Actually this could be in one line, so don't confuse of this format. So this is the toString method. We override the toString method to represent string in string format. Okay, the toString method will always return a string. It has a return string type. Okay, and then this is the Java format, and this is C# format. In C# we write the override here keyword, but in Java we write override annotation. Okay, so this is the format. Okay, so so if you need to recap this, so please go to my account and then class. You see that I have some example like pencil class. Okay, then I should have more class. That's like dog class example 1 in C sharp, in same thing in Java. Okay, so if you cannot recall this, please go to my some of my videos from my previous semester 1321 if needed. Okay, for instance here, if you go to my playlist, so if you see 1321 like spring semester, welcome to. So all of my lecture videos, it has title. So if you see title, the first 3 characters is the lecture number. So here you will see introduction to function, then object oriented programming with class and object, then introduction to OP like creating object, constructor, to string method. Okay, for class you need to these 4-5 lectures. It is assumed that everybody have basic understanding in object oriented programming in this course. This is 1322, right? It is assumed that you know this, but if you do not know, don't recall, please look at my videos. Okay, watch my videos and do some practice. Okay, for this class, and we will be here this set of videos for class, for instance here, these videos. Okay, watch these videos please. And for next term, you see that our slide is concise by array. Okay, for array operation, array example and array operation, there's some difference between C sharp and Java. Okay, so I will show you an example, but for instance, in depth, if you want to go in depth of this, then I would like you to watch my videos from here. You see the array, these last 4 videos. Array declaration, element of and find the array element of an array. So discuss more about array. So for instance, if you go to this video, I have discussed. So which program you have? How to find array elements that are either even or odd in C sharp, right? Sorry, C++. Maybe I have example with Java and also in C sharp.
Array processing, please sing.
Okay.
Those are.
So let me show you some quick program over here. So if I go to my account, then search for array search. Okay, this is Java. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. We have a, okay, anyone please help me. What kind of array is this one? What is an array? An array is a, what is an another name of an array? An array is a list, right? The sequence of variables, similar to data, right? Okay, an array is a list or say sequence of variables. So here, what kind of array is this one? Let us understand this line. I am asking, is one-dimensional or two-dimensional array? Two-dimensional, right? Okay, so it is two-dimensional array. So here elements are, so two-dimensional array is declared this way. So integer type array, we put 2 empty square brackets, meaning 2 dimensions, right? So over here, so the name is greet and the new int. Then here we are defining assigning values. In your test, you may get one question, at least one question from tonight's lecture. Okay, so if you do not understand, then review the lectures. Right, okay? At least one question you will get from tonight's lecture. So here I have assigned values to grade like this. Actually, these values will be assigned like this way. This one will go here, this one will go here, and this one will go here. Actually, actually it will be a matrix in the computer memory, like if we in mathematical form it will be like this. So if we say 5 less 7 4, and the second row will be 5 7 7, in the third row it will get 3 1 and 0. So this is my matrix. In matrix, this is a two-dimensional matrix, right? So this is in array will represent by 2 dimensions. Yeah. So here, for instance, this question problem is solving how many times a number, for instance, -7 appears in this list. If it appears, then it will tell me how many times. For instance, let me make it 7. So then it will tell me how many times 7 appears here. 3 times, right? So then it will tell me the 7 appears 3 times. And if it does not exist, then it will tell me that 7 does not exist. For instance, let me run this program. If I run this program, then it will tell me that 7 appears how many times? 3 times. My number 7 is found 3 times. Now if I change that number, so -7, then there is no -7 over here. So it will say that the number 7 is not found. These are the things that we discussed in 1321. Okay, so the logic over here, for a two-dimensional array, we need to loop. This one is for loop is called inner loop, and this one is outer loop. So the outer loop is going for length, and then inner length is going for row length, row by row. This is why we are giving grid I dot length. And then it is checking if grid ij equal to number. It matches my expected number, then it will making flag equal to true. That means something here. I initially put flag equal to false, and then I'm counting. Usually I use counter equal to 0. I assume there is nothing match, but if it is found, then I'm increasing count by 1. Okay, so then here if I say flag equal to true, then I say how many times it is appears, otherwise say else it does not appear. So for tonight's class, it is a lengthy, actually it is a review class. So if it seems to me like complicated, and I like you, please go through these slides, go through these slides thoroughly, because I have to, in order to show some dry live program, I have to make shortcut, right? So please go through these slides and go through the programs that I discussed tonight. And before you come to next lecture, please do some practice, okay? And thank you so much, everybody. Have a good evening.
So, when I went to Augusta last semester. Oh, sorry. But I did not do that well. I took this class and I didn't do that well, and I ended up withdrawing. And I've still been having some problems. What do you think I should do?
How good are you in 1321?
1321? I did really well in 1321, but I struggled really hard when I did 1322.
Because 1322 you need a lot of practice. So do you have repeat account?
I do not.
That is hard. That means you did not practice enough.
Alright.
Do you have GitHub account?
What?
GitHub.
I do.
How many? You can send me your GitHub account. I will see that how many programs you practice.
Alright.
So that means you did not practice enough. That is my assumption. My guess may be wrong, but that is general. This course is a swimming course. You need to swim, practice. Start practicing from tonight.
Alright, will do.
Every day, spend some time to practice programming. Okay.
Alright.
This is not the course that you will memorize.
Alright, because also the lab class is also giving all the assignments.
Yes.
And all that.
For also theory class, there is no assignment for theory, no but homework. But this is my homework. For instance, I gave you like indirectly
So-
that we practice.